Exodus, Gods and Kings is directed by Ridley Scott and stars Christian Bale as Moses and Joel Edgerton as Ramses. And as you may have expected, it is about the events that occur in the Bible book of Exodus, Moses and Ramses, their opposition towards each other, their relationship, and of course the parting of the Red Sea and all the stuff that comes with that. As a filmmaker, I have tremendous respect for Ridley Scott. Not only has he made some of the best science fiction movies ever made, but he continues, to this day, to make a ton of movies. Even if all of them aren't great, he is pumping out films faster than most directors who are in their 20s, and he's older. His career is a bit of a mixed bag. You can't always quite know what to expect, and with Exodus, Gods and Kings, I had the exact same remarks for the movie. It's a bit of a mixed bag. For one, the opening battle sequence in this movie is spectacular. It is beautifully filmed. Ridley Scott pulled no punches when it came to that. And I would say everything from the beginning of the 10 Plagues to the end of the Red Sea sequence is absolutely fantastic. There's just a lot in between that. It's a little hard to get through. Now, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this movie because a lot of the cast, they're just white guys and they're playing Egyptians and you're like, really? Come on. I mean, Joel Edgerton is Ramses? I'm not going to get too into that though because I'm critiquing the film, you know, the final product. That being said, I think Joel Edgerton's a great actor. I like him a lot. I mean, come on, the guy has now faced off against Batman and Bane. If you're not convinced of Joel Edgerton's talents, just check out Warrior. He was absolutely brilliant in the movie, and I think he's a good actor. I just don't think he's the right actor to play Ramses. Certain actors just stand out, like John Turturro as a pharaoh. It honestly felt like a spoof movie, the scenes he was in. I was trying not to laugh. It's like, John Turturro's a great actor. But in pharaoh makeup, just sitting there giving orders to Christian Bale, it was like a comedy. It's cool to see Sigourney Weaver back in a Ridley Scott film, but she has like 2 lines, so yeah, there's not much there. But there were some really good performances in this movie, namely Ben Kingsley and Christian Bale. I thought Christian Bale was great as Moses. He really knocked it out of the park in this movie. He had a lot of emotion to his character. You really felt his plight. You understood his strange position in life once he realizes about his youth. And the final scene at the Red Sea was so well done. Ridley Scott really knows epic, and he clearly still understands how to show an awesome battle scene. But there's a very long sequence in between there, where Moses is exiled. He meets a woman, he starts a family, and this entire sequence dragged quite a bit because the conflict set up at the beginning of the movie between Ramses and Moses is non-existent because they're separated from each other. So clearly the movie is at its best and most fascinating when these two guys are butting heads. The stuff that happens in between that is a bit of a drag, and there's some strange choices in regards to portraying God, and I don't know, I didn't really buy into that aspect of the movie. So there are some really good performances in this movie. There are moments when the movie is epic and awesome. The entire film looks beautiful. Ridley Scott has not lost his touch as a visual filmmaker. The problem with this movie is the pacing and too much just happening. It's 2.5 hours long. It should have been 2 hours. I feel like it's entirely possible that Ridley Scott will release a much better director's cut of this film in the future. It's not like he hasn't done that before. I'm gonna give Exodus, Gods and Kings a B-. I do think that it is a film worth seeing for specific moments, but I also think that it's a film that's gonna be a little hard to sit through for long, drawn-out moments. So guys, if you did see Exodus, Gods and Kings, let me know what you thought of it below, and as always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and if you did like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.